Hello, Leo. Welcome to Celestial Soul Tarot. We'll take a look into the energies here, see what's coming through for you. All right, what messages do we have for Leo at this time? Messages coming through for Leo. What do we have for Leo messages? As always, keep in mind that these readings are general. Take only what resonates. And you may be interested in looking at your other placements for additional messages with the other videos, okay? So do keep that in mind. Let's take a look and see what we have coming in for Leo at this time. Okay, so we do have the King of Swords coming through here, right? Male or female, these energies, but it's the master of the suit of air, right? And so this is an indication of somebody who's ready to make a decision, who has seen the truth, knows the truth within themselves, right? Somebody who's kind of, they've reached the point of overanalyzing a situation. They've got the information, they have the facts, they have the data, everything in front of them. They've gone through it. Now they're ready. They know what they need to do, right? There's communication here is the key, right? It can come across as a little cold. Let's keep that in mind, right? It's just air energy and it's the master, right? So something could be cutting as well, okay? So let's just take a look into the runes here. We will do a casting and see what's coming through. For Leo. Right, what do we have coming in for Leo? So let's just take a look into the recent past here for some context, right? What we have coming in is the Six of Cups and the Eight of Swords, right? So there's some, again, here's the overanalysis paralysis, like I mentioned before, in the past where, you know, you're ready to make that decision now, but before it was like you were overthinking it or stuck in fear, fear mindset, you're feeling trapped in a situation, right? You know, it could be a variety of energies here, but you have, what's coming across is more of like a progress energy where you're putting in the effort, putting in the work to bring something back to life, right? So Six of Cups energy can have everything to do with a situation with siblings or even children or even a partnership relationship. So say you either a coworker or your partner, like a marriage partner, where you want things how they used to be when you were getting along and you were fitting in with your coworkers, or you were in love with each other, when you were starting to date, when you were, there was romance, and let's bring this back. It feels like a rebirthing and someone who's putting in the work towards this, right? In the past, right? Let's go for drinks. Let's go for lunch with your coworkers, right? Let's, you know, because it feels like in the past here, and again, these energies, it feels like you're still there. You're still dealing with this energy because it's coming through in your near future, where it feels like this is what you're continuing to deal with. It feels like a repetitive pattern of a situation that you're in. And you're trying to, instead of dealing it with this, when we're going to talk to here in a bit, this has everything to do with, I want to get it back to this balanced situation here. Let's get along. Let's compromise, right? Let's bring some peace back to the situation. But it feels like whatever you're doing, it feels like it's not working here. And some of you are just feeling like you're, you know, around and round and round in your mind, like, why is this not working out? What am I doing wrong? You know, you're probably like, what am I doing wrong? What's the issue here? You're putting in the effort. You want to bring these relationships back to life, or whatever this is to you. There's something happening here where there's just, you're still kind of stuck in a lot of fear, right? Or like a mindset where there needs to be a shift in perspective, perhaps, right? Because what we have coming through here now is some solitary, highly intuitive energy, Leo, right? You could be feeling like you're in the dark and you're isolated and you're alone. I mean, the Hermit could even speak to that. It's in and of itself, right? It's really amplified here with this energy. This is the rune of fire and light, but it's reversed. And we have Isa, the rune of ice. You're stuck. You're in the dark. You're alone. What are you going to do, right? This is somebody who's withdrawn, but your intuition is amplified. You know something on a deeper level here. There's, again, it's like for some of you, if this is a work situation, you're ignored, you're not wanted, nobody's talking to you. Like it's like I feel like this energy precedes this, and you keep experiencing it again, right? It comes across as like the defensive, the anger, the hostility, the aggression, you're dealing with this. There's a reason why you're feeling in the dark and depressed and alone and unhappy. You're not feeling loved, you're not feeling wanted, you're feeling ignored, whatever this is for you, right? And so again, you've been kind of forced back in on yourself right now, where your intuition is telling you something, where there could be some secrets as well that are hidden within a situation that will eventually be revealed here. We do have Sawilo here, okay? And so whether this is something that you're hiding or something you're trying to figure out, right? And it almost comes across as someone who is trying to figure that out, where the truth is coming out, or this person could be coming to you with the information that you've been looking for, right? Because there's something here behind the scenes, behind the surface, and it's almost like you keep pointing the finger back at yourself, which is like, yes, you need to observe and analyze and be self-aware, but you can only do so much, where if you're dealing with people it feels like a toxic environment or situation where it's not working out, and you are doing whatever you can to bring balance and peace and harmony, and there's threats and intimidation and fear and aggression and hostility. That's not your energy, that's their energy. So they're the toxic energy. You can only do so much. These people are choosing not to change. You can't force anyone to change. So some of you, again, have been pointing the fingers at yourself. This is ruled by Virgo. It can be very analytical, right? What am I doing wrong? How can I fix it? And you've been doing that, but you can only do so much. There's secrets here. There's things that are hidden from you around a situation that are going to be revealed. And it doesn't feel like it's you, Leo. It feels like the other person that you're dealing with. Like I said, it comes around to the fact that they're the one that's toxic. They're the one that's hiding something from you, right? Or it could be a group of people. Maybe they're gossiping and spreading rumors and lies about you to other coworkers or people in your industry. Who knows, right? It could be a variety of things. Maybe you have a partner who's, seeing other people. It could be anything, but that's the thing here. You're wondering why a relationship or connection isn't working out, and you do everything that you can, but your intuition is telling you, but I am putting in the work. It's showing up here. But you can keep doing what you're doing, but deep within yourself, keep going, keep putting one foot in front of the other. Things are going to start to get revealed here. And this might come across suddenly and unexpectedly as well, right? Because it's going to help you to make some sort of clear decisions and cut something out of your life, cut something or someone, situation, right? Again, like I said, King of Swords is cutting. And so it's almost like maybe it's a friendship, right? Someone who you thought was your friend, or a coworker who you thought was your friend, or your partner who, you're trying to rekindle this thing. Something's off. Trust it. Trust, right? So like I'm coming through here into the near future, what we have with the couple of sevens here, right? The sevens are reflective, a hermit energy, the high priestess. It's like very reflective energy. You're aware of the situation. This is somebody who's strongly aware and observant. It's amplified. So you're watching, right? This is a watcher energy in regards to your situation, and listening, paying attention, but you're not stirring the pot. You are just kind of sitting back. It has an energy here. This is somebody who's ready to make that decision to cut something out because of the truth, right? So someone's ready to end a relationship or a friendship, maybe from the past, from childhood, right? They're going to maybe end a long-term commitment, maybe leave a work situation that's toxic and unhealthy here, right? Because if it's bringing your energy down, and you have people in your situation that are constantly like coming at you with the Seven of Wands, it's very forceful, very strong. This person has one foot out the door here. I mean, look at these, both of these energies here. This person has one foot out the door. This door is open. So when this happens, you want to see this as a portal and an invitation to, in fact, leave. As much as you may not want to, and you feel like, well, I don't deserve to leave. I deserve to stay there as much as everyone else. Like maybe it's a work situation and maybe you love your job and you love your career path, but you're feeling like you're forced out the door and you don't want to leave. You don't want to quit, but you feel like you have to. You feel like you have no choice. And that's part of the energy here. When you look back eventually on a situation, they're forcing you out the door because you're meant to go on a new path. So if you're the only one in a situation who is like more self-aware and someone who's like kind and compassionate and just wants to be friends and wants to get along, and you're dealing with toxic energy, they're going to override your energy. They're going to push you out the door because you're not in alignment. And so they're in fear. You have people who are stuck in fear for whatever reason, a variety of energies, jealousy. They feel threatened by you, maybe threatened by, the fact that you do good hard work and you're productive and all of these things, right? Who knows? But threats and intimidation could be pushing you out the door. Underhandedness, secrets, right? Lies, right? This could be something here that's, you're overanalyzing a situation. It's like, well, am I doing something wrong? You're not doing anything wrong, Leo, right? But I feel like you are dealing with somebody here. And again, it feels like the fact that you are not, but the Seven of Swords is a cautionary energy where you would feel like a trap, right? Where somebody here is wanting to cause trouble, to maybe start something with you, to get gossip going about another, maybe coworker, that see that as a trap, right? Right? Just so that they could spread it, but like this person that, Leo said this about you. Did you know that? It comes back around. You have to use discernment. You have to pull your energy back and not to stir the pot, and not to, for some of you, like you have these clear, strong boundaries. And moving into this future energy here, right, is something that's going to happen here. Because I don't feel like you're leaving anytime soon. This is something that you're going to continue to, it feels like a battle, right? And into the, future, like somewhere over here, somewhere down the line, maybe in a few months from now, who knows? You're going to make that decision. You're going to cut yourself out, and it feels like you're leaving. Or if you have a boss who is more aware of the toxic energy, would be smart enough to cut the toxic energy out of their work environment, because it would be bringing down the entire company. And some people don't realize that. So they would have toxic employees bringing down the energy of the company and wondering why they're running out of work. Well, nobody wants to work with some of these people, right? That's the thing. They don't understand that. So sometimes you have to be the one who leaves and see that company would start tumbling down if they don't make any sort of major measures here, right? By letting go a bunch of these people who are stirring the pot, causing drama, threats, intimidation, that sort of thing. That's coming through here quite strongly. As much as you want to work on the situation and stay where you are, some of you, it's come to a realization that all you can do is pull your energy away. So this is a separation energy where you're starting to pull away. You're going to limit the conversations. You're going to limit any sort of conversation here with like specific coworkers. You're going to keep to yourself. You're going to minimize attending any sort of like social events with these people, if at all. This is someone who's going to have a strategy, coming up with a plan in regards to their next course of action. And it has everything to do with leaving and looking for a new place to work, unfortunately, right? And some of you here, it's like information is coming to the surface, where the Seven of Swords, again, could be somebody that you're dealing with who's spreading the secrets, spreading the lies, the betrayal, the gossip, the jealousy, all of that. Well, they left a couple swords behind for you to find unintentionally, which is the clarity. It's difficult, it's painful, what they're saying, how they're saying it, what they're spreading, the rumors. And this information is going to come to light, right? And so for some of you here, it just has everything to do with, in the near future, to stand clear of some of these people. Although they would be trying to force you out the door, you're meant to stay right where you are, pull away, come up with a plan or a strategy to leave eventually down the road, because it is coming through here, right? Unless, like I said, you have HR or a boss who is aware, self-aware of what's going on and really observes the situation behind the scenes, right? You don't have too many people. Some people are just so focused on the work and getting more projects or whatever, they don't see a lot of this, unfortunately, right? So you may be dealing with a situation, if it's a smaller work environment, or maybe you all work from home or something like that, where this stuff is happening behind the scenes online, right? That kind of energy, you know, maybe they don't track that kind of stuff, or maybe they don't really read any of that information, who knows? But it is coming up here for you, Leo. Again, it's an observing type of energy where, you know, no matter how hard you try to work at a situation, it's not working out here. Some of you are feeling forced or pushed out the door by a certain individual, or more than a few people here, right? And it's really kind of asking you to take a good hard look at what's working and what's not working. And some of you, it just comes to that point where you may try attempting to contact HR and tell them what's going on, but sometimes when that happens, they might point the finger back at you. Well, why are you the common denominator? Why does everybody not like you, right? Unaware that the rest of the people that they're working with are toxic. Well, you're the common denominator, but no. So again, you have people that don't pay attention. And unfortunately, again, if you are redirected, you're going to be redirected toward a healthier, like a work situation for some of you is what's coming through here. And as an example, right, this reading is general, but as an example, if this were work, you're going to know exactly who's talking behind your back, what they're saying, bits and pieces of it. It feels like it's going to start coming to light here. And I feel like some of it's starting to come through now because you know, but you are definitely being pushed out the door, but know that it is for your best and highest good, because there's something that you are going to be realigned with. Okay, so as difficult as this is, Leo, for the Leo that I'm talking to, just trust and know that this is all happening for your best and highest good, and that there is something better available for you if in fact you need to make that decision to leave. Okay, so this is what I have for you here. I want to thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you found this reading helpful.